Hey guys. Now, personally, first things first, I just want to say thank you. Like, honestly, as soon as I put that tweet out, and yeah, as soon as I put that tweet out, really, and like the tweets that I got back, it was like as if you guys were actually there, like, with me, really. It's like, I mean, you were there for me, just obviously, not in person. It's like, I mean, obviously that would be, like, quite a tough thing to sort out, really. But, the fact that you're there for me, it was just like the family, well, my actual family that were there for me as well, like, when it happened. And honestly, I just want to say thank you so much for that, really. And I'm going to go through everything that has happened in this video, and, well, yeah, just kind of like the whole experience of it, really. And like, it's been a very, very unusual and weird experience, really. And well, if you do follow me on Twitter, then obviously you knew practically as soon as you saw the tweets. But if you don't follow me on Twitter, then link is in the description. But as well, if you don't have a Twitter account, because I know that a few of my subscribers don't necessarily have a Twitter account. But the thing is that Twitter was the first thing that I posted to let you guys know, because I had no strength whatsoever to make a video on this site just like that. It's like, that was just not going to happen, really. Like, I am sorry about that, guys, but I really just was not up to it, really. But I'm gonna try and, like, keep things, like, just let you guys know what's going on and that, and I just somewhat try and keep it as positive as I can, really. But it is kind of a serious thing, really. But yeah, it's like, I just don't want to freak you guys out too much about it. But so yeah, so basically the video's only being made now because, well, I mean, if you saw the tweet, I tweeted that out, I think it was a day after it happened. I think it might say October 23rd on it, and if that's the case, then the incident happened on October 22nd. And yeah, I mean, like, currently, like, the date is, let me just check the date, it is currently the 16th of November, and this video will probably go out like a day later, I reckon. But yeah, and it's like, I mean, this video is only going out then, really, because I've just not had the strength to kind of, like, make this video, essentially. I haven't really found, like, the right time to make it or anything like that, but it's here now. And yeah, so I'm gonna go through the entire story and let you guys know, like, what happened, really. So yeah, I don't think there's anything else that I need to say, really. But yeah, let's get into it. So yeah, so it was October 22nd, the exact date when it happened, and like, literally, I was in the hospital at the time when I put the tweet out, like, the following day. But yeah, because I was at university, and I basically needed to take a step out of the class for a moment. Like, I was really feeling faint and dizzy, and I basically, like, I mean, I wanted to go to the toilet, so I was, well, to get there, like, because I wasn't going to start faffing about with disabled toilets or anything like that, because, well, ideally we should, use, like, the actual toilets. But the thing is that, so to get to them, I had to go, I think, one set of stairs down. And well, yeah, and in the process, because I was feeling dizzy and I was feeling faint, I couldn't even walk down the stairs. So I basically kind of, like, fainted and fell down the stairs, essentially. And in the process, I had hit my head, and I was, like, blacked out completely. Like, it's kind of hard to explain, really. But yeah, because I really don't remember hitting my head or anything. Like, I never felt anything. Like, as soon as I fell, it was blackness until I woke up in hospital. So I basically fell down quite a few steps, really. And yeah, and I basically had hit my head, and I was completely out of it. And, like, I couldn't get up or anything because I was blacked out. It was like as if I was asleep or something. And basically, well, yeah, I was basically taken to hospital. Like, I mean, because I hardly remember, well, I don't remember, but, like, I was blacked out, so I couldn't have known what was happening, like, after I fell. So I basically kind of fell, and yeah, and like the paramedics or something like that were rang, and then I don't know if they were paramedics or well, if they were paramedics or whatever, but chances are they probably were. But it's like, I mean, I ain't a doctor, so it's like, I mean, chances are I think they were, but it's like they came in, they got the ambulance and that, and it's like, I mean, and I was basically loaded into it, and well, I mean, like that's essentially what happened. Like, I mean, that's most likely what happened as well. I mean, like, because I had to be told that part of the story by, well, someone who had actually saw what happened, and because I wouldn't have known it, but yeah, so I was taken to hospital, and then I woke up, and well, I was basically going to be taking like a body scan and stuff like that, and I was actually sick as well, and like I have been sick like whilst I was taking time off as well, and I was waking up at like 4 in the morning on like 2 occasions, like being sick and stuff. Like it was that bad for me, and yeah, so I had the body scan, and then like the nurses helped sort me out, got me like a hospital bed and that, and then I was resting in that for at least a night, and then from what they gathered, they basically let me go home like the following day, because thankfully they reckon it wasn't a seizure, but what it was though, it was not a seizure, but I suffered a concussion. So, yeah, I basically suffered a concussion, and I've never experienced anything like it. I've never been put in hospital before, but there we go, really. And, yeah, so I suffered a concussion, like, because I hit my head, and, well, yeah, that's kind of really as serious as it gets, I reckon, but, yeah, so I suffered a concussion, and that's kind of like, well, it's affected me quite a bit, really, but we'll get to that part in a moment. But yeah, so I suffered a concussion, and well, like, because it wasn't anything more serious, because if it was something like a seizure or something, then they would have had to keep me in for longer. But they let me go home and recover, and that's kind of like when, well, yeah, like when I was at home and that, like I was basically being sick at like 4 in the morning and stuff like that, and it was kind of a hard time to recover the effects of it now. It's just I didn't want to take that much time off university at all, so despite suffering a concussion, being sick and all that, I came back to university in just 9 days, and like, because I didn't want to fall behind on the work, and well, I mean, thinking about it now, it's like, personally, I probably have worried a lot of people, really, like a lot of the friends in my class, but I mean, like, they all know that I'm doing okay now, because I've actually been back at university for like a good few weeks or so, but yeah, it's like, I didn't really want to take that much time off, really, because I wanted to get back into the work, and I didn't really want to be falling behind on work, so yeah. And I've recently went back to the hospital, and they gave me the body scan results, and I did also suffer like kind of like an injury to my neck, and what that means as well is well, I kind of, well, I mean, it wasn't, from what I know of, it's not too serious, like I didn't have any operation on it or anything like that, but I basically, like, I mean, I can still feel it like right now, but it's like, it just, because I've basically strained my neck, and it's kind of like, it aches quite a bit, really, and I didn't know that that was the case, like, I didn't know, like, that from the body scan results I wrote until I went back to the hospital to find out, you know, what I'm going to be like since I've had this concussion. And yeah, so they let me know the body scan results, and they said that practically all was fine apart from this, really. And it's nothing too serious from what I know of, but it's going to take me a bit of time to recover from that as well. And I know that it's like, I mean, a concussion could like take quite a while to recover from what I have like researched upon it. And yeah, so I mean, I personally, like, I didn't want to take any time off YouTube, really, and you know, it's kind of why I only had just over a week off from YouTube, and yeah. But yeah, it's like, I mean, I only took a week off from YouTube because like I don't know, like I don't know, I can't remember if I'd like uploads, but yeah, I did have some uploads ready to go, like that horror game video that I posted. And you know, if you want to check that out, then you know, I'll leave a link for you in the description below. But I recorded that a month prior to the injury, so like a month back. I'm just trying to get some uploads out as usual, like every week for you guys, and I'm trying to get back into the swing of things with uni, and it's kind of, I mean, how it's affected me, it's like, because I mean, I do constantly feel it in my neck, and like I constantly get headaches as well because of the concussion, and it's like, well, like, and like my memory has been terrible like since the concussion as well. But it's like I'm trying to get back into things really, like in terms of university and with YouTube as well. It's like I don't really want to be taking any time off from YouTube, despite I've, you know, just been in hospital. But you know, it's like, I mean, I enjoy this too much really, guys, and it's like, you know, I want to let you guys know of like, you know, what's happened and that, and well, yeah, you know, I just wanted to let you guys, like, you know what happened, really. And I know that not all of you are going to know what's happened until this video goes out. But, you know, you guys will all know now. And personally, how this will affect YouTube is what I'm going to tell you now. So, personally, I'm trying to sort out kind of like, you know, something with university, just so that I can get back on track with things in terms of like extra time, essentially. To do work and that, because it's like, I don't know, my head has been, I don't know, I kind of have like on and off days with it really. It's like, I kind of like, I can't really think of how to put it, like, it hurts just to even think sometimes. It's like, so I basically get like headaches a fair bit really, and sometimes I'll feel a bit dizzy at times, so I need to sit down and stuff, and you know, you know, I should hopefully be fully recovered soon, but it's like, until then, in terms of the content I post, it's like I can't necessarily do live streams right now because I just simply won't have the strength to do so. It's like a lot of the time I felt like I've been needing to rest because it's, well, that's what the concussion has done to me. It's like, I mean, it's kind of drained a lot of the energy from me, really. And plus, I hope to be back into the swing of things soon. It's just, I just don't feel it right now. And you know, I've suffered a neck injury as well. And it's like, well, it's, I don't know. It's like, I mean, I can feel it really. And it's like, in terms of like live streams for like, you know, gaming live streams and that, it's like, because my TV is like mounted on the wall, and yeah, and it's like I'm gonna be looking up at it, and it's like it's gonna hurt my neck a little bit really. But and it's like I don't really want to, you know, I don't want to throw myself back into things like too soon. And other videos I can't do, like as of now. I will try and get back to Try Not to Laugh challenges soon. It's just I can't do those right now either, along with horror game videos as well. So it's kind of, it's gonna be a bit tricky really. But as soon as I think my laptop just turned off there. Okay, there we go. But yeah, so you know, as soon as I'm feeling back into the swing of things, then hopefully I can get those videos out for you guys soon. But I'm sorry that this video was fairly long, but hopefully that explains everything. And yeah, it's like, I just hope that that kind of explains everything really, and I hope you guys can understand really. And oh yeah, I hope to be back into the swing of things very soon. But don't worry about me too much, guys. It's like, because I didn't really want this to be, I didn't really want it to be like a, like, kind of like a sad video necessarily. It's like, I mean, I wanted it to be serious because, well, it's a serious thing, and I want you guys to know, you know, of everything that's happened, and you know, this is it right here. But it's like, I just don't want you guys to have to worry about me too much. But I think that's going to be all then. But yeah, I think that's going to do it. But yeah, anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this video and stuff, guys, and I'll at least try and do an outro for you all. So peace and subscribe. See you guys.